As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Centennial Bank Stadium in Jonesboro, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the BYU Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. Looking for blockers. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. The Red Wolves offense will have the football first. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jason.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for the offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
It's a draw. Nice move there. He smashes his way through again. Corral, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Makes the catch. It's Beebe. And he'll be brought down. And the Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
The Red Wolves will line it up on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Beebe. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Makes a grab over the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They want to run this quarterback. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. There's a little time.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Touchdown, Red Wolves!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And the extra point is good.
I'm in all black. I've been out of a...
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll return it. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. The Cougars offense will go to work for the first time today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense.
This is a big challenge. And that really didn't go anywhere. You understand that this guy's a top shelf player. Guys, I'll be honest, this defense is struggling with this season. This individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the...
Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little...
Yes, he was trying to throw, and they can't convert.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the ball and wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look.
Territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations. And he kick it away, fourth down. Able to keep them from getting
this coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Oh, a quarterback sneak on second down. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Gets it out quickly. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. BYU right back to the line.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage. Make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to run.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
BYU has this offense clicking.
Best of the business.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Slings it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Sims. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Cougar.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. In this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. And the Red Wolves headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's caught. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Here comes the hurry up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Red Wolves really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, spins away. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. BYU lines up quickly. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, one that just kills an offense's momentum. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He might want another play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, BYU!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by a field goal over Missouri. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Caught over the middle. It's Beebe. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Complete to the right. Finds a seam. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Bulls! And once he got away from it. And no shot at catching it.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Leaves it with the running back. Still on his feet at the 40. Turning it on. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Wide open spacing. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougars.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point splits the upright. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Quickly complete. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Back open in the middle. The defense uses their second time out of the half as they try to get their act together.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. This lead in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. He's got the back in the middle. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. This will likely be the last play of the half. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He nails it. A 58-yard field goal. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Centennial Bank Stadium.
And the Red Wolves will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. And
they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Leads it with the back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to fire on second down. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. The give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown for the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to
see a white container with chicken and fries and some drink pieces in it. That is not.
Okay.
And with the extra point, they pushed
Why you gotta tell me?
So an 82
Why you gotta tell me? Why would I eat your food if I know I ain't put it in there?
You
doing that on purpose. Go about your business, bro. Stop what you doing.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this one.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Runs through a tackle. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Sends it back in motion. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Gets the back moving. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. BYU right back to the line. try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Cougar! And the punishment has been extended. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. The defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you're going to get dominated.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he ends up taking a safety.
And go.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you get...
Man, go.
Safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Running to Green. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working.
There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
That's a huge swing for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half.
That's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
The decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs.
On first down.
Wants to go up top on first down.
They'll run it.
Looking to the big tight end. They've avoided the interception already, but they're lucky to get that one back here late.
That's your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them go for the lead. They come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. And they were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays.
Making some adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to play and never watch again.
Live back here on the ground.
In this offense, which has been brilliant this season.
He needs to stop and not score. He takes a chunk out of what they need to move the
they'll try to come away with 3.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that. Perfect. Second and long.
And
they weren't expecting the
their
runs.
lead
Now we've got
even
third advantage.
And
Well,
let's
they've
check
got
in
to
with
be
Kevin
putting
Connors in the
themselves stuck as they're
studio.
trying to work
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down.
Ball is at the
East
41.
Carolina is just getting blown off the field right now. Like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 23 to UAB. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is
like they're
going
running
to
away with just one touchdown their last time out. Now in this drive here in the third quarter,
if you can't do it and
defense
force the
makes a
incompletion,
massive
you've
play
got to at
against
least
the
make
run,
sure you're
being
able
a
to
negative
drag
play.
him
They've
down
got
to the
the opponent going
ground
backwards.
as soon as he catches the ball.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. The Red Wolves in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback making adjustments. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. It's caught. And that is how we will wrap this one up. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team. And